Okay, so today we're making another winter, fall, winter, cool season soap. Today it is Sweather Weather. It is a dupe of the Bath and Body Works scent, and it has notes of citron, calming winds, nuances of cyclamen, don't know if I'm saying that right, flower joined together with warm amber and trailing ivy with undertones of sandalwood, midnight jasmine, and oak moss. This fragrance is right down my alley. I love anything with sandalwood, oak moss, amber. Those earthy fragrances are just my favorite. So this one I really like, and after the traumatic events that we've had in the past month, I really wanted to make this one. I had to reevaluate all the soaps I was going to make for the winter because I've lost so much stock, and we've lost our some of our goat milk producers. So anyway, well, we didn't lose them. They went to other homes, so they're still alive. They just had to leave because for circumstances after the hurricane, just isn't feasible for us to have all of the goats that we did. So we hope to come back better than ever. But anyway, in the meantime, we're going to make this soap because it is something that makes me feel good, and I just love it, and I think it's going to be a really cool design. At the end, I'll show you the picture that actually inspired this design. It's a fall scene in Ohio, which is where we really love. It's our favorite place to go in the fall. We've been there 3 times now. Actually, I lived in Ohio for 5 years as a child, but anyway, this particular area of Ohio we go back to quite often has become our favorite, and we'd love to live there someday if at all possible, or at least close by. But anyway, so this is that soap. It's going to bring me to fall, even though it's hotter than blue blazes outside. It has been raining. We had another hurricane that came close to us that caused tons of rain, but we're still here and we're surviving, and we're going to make this soap and make things all better. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this blended up just a little bit. I'm going to blend it with with the whisk, because I already have the goat's milk and my lye solution in here, and everything was about, it's a little warmer than I usually soak, but so that's why I'm only going to use the whisk to get this going, because I have so many different colors that are going to go in here. I want to keep this as fluid as possible, so we'll just blend it after we get it all divided and before we pour it into the mold. So the scene is actually one of my favorite things. I absolutely adore. I like to hike. I love waterfalls. I've only actually ever seen one in person when we were visiting Pennsylvania a few years ago, where my husband is from. The area where the waterfall is not where he was from, but it wasn't too far away. And we got to go see it and walk behind it, and it is one of my all-time favorite memories. We did go to one in Alabama too, but at the time, or 2 actually, but there was such a drought the summer that we went that there was actually, like, it was not even a waterfall, it was just a trickle. So anyway, so we didn't get to see very much of it. We didn't get to see much waterfall. So our base layer for this one is going to be black and, well, it's going to be kind of a gray and white. Get these all divided off before I figure out I don't have enough soap. And then the top layer is going to be a mix of 4 different fall colors to represent fall leaves. This fall is absolutely hands down, has always been. I grew up in Indiana. Fall was my very favorite season. I'm not sure so much that I really recognized that fact when I was younger, but totally now I know that fall is my all-time favorite. But the scene is of a waterfall in Ohio, which actually the whole time, every time we've been up there, we have yet to go to see any of the waterfalls. But again, I hope to do that at some point, hopefully soon. you'll be able to get that done. And I would absolutely love to go in the fall. So we're going to go ahead and add our activated charcoal, which I don't want it to be too dark. So I'm just going to add a little bit, and we're going to go for like a grayish color. And I will add my fragrance oil now, and we'll get that blended up. It is actually exactly the color that I was going for, so we're going to leave it like that, and we won't add any further activated charcoal to that. And we'll get our little base layer poured in here. I just want to leave just a tiny little bit for the top to do a swirl, and we'll push that back out of the way and bring our, it's going to be our white, which we're just going to add some activated charcoal and our fragrance oil. So that is good. We'll pull back over here, and we're going to do just a drop swirl. Leave some of that, just a little bit for the top, and then I'm going to do a, this is neutral gray mica that I have in here, and I'm going to do just a mica line to separate the layers that we have. And this was, I don't know if I said where it was from. It's neutral gray mica from Nuture soap. All right, so clean that up a little bit. And that's already really good and set. I guess because I'm soaping so warm. God, I didn't mix these up beforehand. We'll go ahead and get our red. This is a mix of a copper red that I had from not Rustic Essentials, but New Direction Aromatics, where I get all of my, or about 99% of my organic essential oils. Let's hit that. And Trial by Fire Red by Nuture Soap. With our other three here really quick, which this one is, we have the orange is Mango Tango by Nuture Soap, the green is Kelly Green Mica from Brambleberry, and the yellow is a mixture of 3-to-1 just the oil locking mica oil yellow from Crafter's Choice Wholesale Supplies Plus, and Yellow Vibrance from Nuture Soap. And we will do the orange first. Add our fragrance oils. The green doesn't go with the fall colors, but when you see the picture, you'll understand why the green is there. This is a little accent color. All right, so we're gonna try to go ahead and lightly pour these in. Hopefully they don't break through that mica line that we had down there. A really light drop swirl. Get these in here pretty fast because they're firming up on me. All right. I'm gonna let this set up just for a little bit so I can come back and add the rest of the soap batter to the top. Okay, so I hope this is firmed up enough. We don't have a whole lot of the gray, so we'll just do little dabs here and there, just for a little just to tie it together a little bit on the top with the bottom. It already smells so yummy. So what is the temperature like where you guys are at? Here it is obviously still hurricane season, so our temperatures are still really warm, or those kind of things wouldn't happen. But we are very much looking forward to it cooling off at some point in the very near future, hopefully. I probably should have put these on last since I have such a small amount of these left in here. But it'll be okay. I'm hoping that at some point after all of this craziness is over, if it is ever over, I don't know, that we can travel back to our favorite part of Ohio again. In the fall and winter, I'd like to see what it's like, because we would love to live there, but we've never been there to experience what is I have issues with health issue that actually makes it kind of hard for me to breathe in the humidity. But I don't know what it's like really in cold anymore. I don't remember ever having any issues with it as a child when I lived in Indiana, but I don't know how it would affect me now, because I know it's really hard sometimes here, which is the main reason why we would like to move. But I don't know if it would be like that in Ohio or not, because we've been there in the fall, early fall, but never in the winter. So I would actually like to do that, so we could kind of see, spend a good week there to see how my lungs hold up in the cold weather. I would hope that it would be better, but you never know. I really hope that it is, because I would just love to move there. I love how beautiful it is. I love the fall colors, which we don't really get here. So I've missed that since I was we lived in Tennessee for a few years, where I got to see the fall, and it really kind of just made me miss it even more when we left than I ever did before, because I don't think I fully appreciated it as a child, the cool weather and just getting to go out and do things in the cool, and having that relief, and the windows open, which we very rarely get to do here. And the smells are just it's just unique in the fall. Even though we do get a little bit of color change in the leaves in this part of Florida, it's not a whole lot. So it's still not the same. Trying not to cover up all that white I got underneath there. I don't think I can see any of the gray anymore. But anyway, so I'm just going to use my spoon here to texture the top. have tried to get some of that white a little further on the sides. Should have thought a little bit more about that. But, oh well. Top this off with just a little bit of Gold Dust and Viro Glitter from Nuture soap. Give it a little bit of a shimmer. All right, so I don't want to mess with the colors too much. So that is going to be it, and that is Sweater Weather. We'll come back in about 18 to 24 hours, and we'll cut it up and see what it looks like on the inside. So this is Sweater Weather, and at the end I will put the picture that inspired this from a scene that I found on Pinterest, I think, of a fall scene in Ohio. It's one of their, well, it's not actually it's kind of a waterfall, but more like just a river with a small fall, which reminded me a lot of a fall or a waterfall that was on the river that was right behind my house when I was in middle school, on the Whitewater River, and I used to go down and float and go down that little waterfall. It was really cool. But anyway, so this is, let's see what this one turned out like, and if it looks anything like my inspiration picture, I will be very excited. So the bottom is kind of supposed to resemble a river with waterfalls, and hopefully I didn't pour it from too high for those that drop swirl on the top to mess up my mica line too much, but oh, it looks like it stayed pretty good. A little wavy, kind of like a river, so I like it. And I think once you see the picture, you'll kind of understand what I was going for here. Oh yeah, that looks super cool. And the gray is just like awesome. I was afraid it was gonna be a little greenish, which grays can do that. I know when we were searching for a gray color to paint with in our house, it was so hard to find a gray that was more like a dark gray, and not, because you can either have like greenish gray or bluish gray. And this one is like the spot on like true gray that I was going for, which was kind of like a little taupey gray, I guess is what I would call it. We ended up finding a perfect one, thank goodness. So we only had to paint once, and we're going to use it elsewhere in our house. We're finished. We painted all of our bathrooms because the walls in the house were just plain white when we moved in. It's almost been 4 years. We've accomplished 2 bathrooms, and we did the floor in one of the bathrooms because we have 3. But anyway, so this is totally, I'm so excited. This one looks so cool. I'm so excited about it. Oh, and it just smells so good. Kind of has a, I get some apple. My daughter was just out here and she smelled it in the mold and was saying she thought she wanted to know if it was an apple soap. And no, it's not even one of the fragrance profiles that are even listed for the fragrance, but to me, it does kind of smell apple-y, which is perfect for the picture, considering you can actually grow apples in Ohio, whereas in Florida, we have like 1 apple in Northwest Florida that you can grow, but it's not like really a great apple. And it's probably really difficult to grow, so that's why we've always gone with a more permaculture attitude towards growing things, because we want to grow things here that will actually grow and grow easily instead of having to work like extremely hard just to get like 4 apples or something. which you really haven't so far found a whole lot besides beautyberry, elderberry, and mulberry in the fruit sections. Sorry, I got like a shadow today. Oh, that looks really cool. It kind of looks like a face in there. 2 eyes and a nose, or, well, anyway, that's pretty neat. All right, so that is sweater weather. Thank you for watching, and this soap will be available towards the end of October. I haven't decided exactly when our shop update will be. Hopefully this one will not be prevented due to a hurricane like our September release. I just put the soaps that we had ready. I added those to the website and our restocks, and we're working on trying to get a lot of restocks ready, so there won't be a whole lot of limited edition soaps because we have a ton of soap we need to do for restocks, because we've had a lot of people buy our soaps to support us in the hurricane, and we do really thank you for all of that. It did help us to go out and buy another chainsaw so that both of us could work with chainsaws. But anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when we have uploaded a new video. And we thank you for watching again, and we hope that you have a very blessed day.